Alright everybody, it's Mal here from runout.tv. This video is to just give you guys an update on what's going on with pool, live pool, all that sort of thing. At the minute, as you can see, I'm not at the first event of the season. There's a couple of videos that I deleted. The reality is that I just don't cut the mustard anymore with live pool. I practiced regularly. I went and played in a tournament, an 8-ball tournament in Newcastle. I managed to win it. I won a bit of money, but I just don't have the drive to go back. How come I didn't go back when I had a you know, the way that I could probably make until the boot is out, maybe 120 quid a month. I'm still good enough to give the lads a game, the good ones, but to be honest, I was on the 9-ball committee and I came off that. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I wasn't really happy with the way it went down. The chairman, Andy, he's alright. I don't really know him that well, but another lad who resigned off the committee gets all the thank you very muches and, you know, this, that and the other. And at the end of the day, I'm a volunteer and I'm only going to go and help, and I think that's a good thing, but only if I'm playing. You know, if I'm not playing, there's no point in just going all the way to Telford to fetch lug tables about when I'm not even playing. You know, there's no point. So I thought, well, if I'm not going over, and at the end of the day I paid £99 deposit and £100 tour fees. I don't get back, so that's 200 quid that I've just pissed up the wall basically, and I don't get that back. So I think that's alright, you know, if they want a contribution for this year, they've got 200 quid for now. So what I had to look at myself in the mirror and decide was, based on the fact that I'm basically not able to beat somebody who's good, that the way my game was, in about 2004, I played in the Doncaster Second Division Pool League, and I blitzed everybody. And I was playing at a standard where I was missing 2 balls a match. Now this is on a normal Riley's table, mind. It wasn't on the fast stuff we'll play on now, which I just was never any good at all. And I was playing a high standard of play. Because of financial things, that my own fault, I didn't manage to have a regular way of playing. I didn't have a sponsor. I wasn't particularly great in my career. I didn't have a lot of disposable income. So it wasn't until I was around about the age of now that I could start playing again. In the meantime of that, I was engaged for a while, playing pool. Me and Rob used to play every single week, snooker, when I was knocking in 40s, 50s and up to 70s. I had 194. So I'm not a perfect player by any stretch of the imagination, but I can compete. And on an 8-ball table I can still do it. I can still, on an English 8-ball table, I've still got a lot of game. If I practiced that game, I'll be a force. But 9-ball, I've never quite had it. Something, the feel of the table, you know, I just can't do it. You know, it doesn't come easy to me. But again, I used to be better. But when I had this break from the game, 2 or 3 years, as you can see, I wear specs, I wear glasses. My eyesight's got a little bit worse over the years, and I'm age 32, 33 this year, and I've got to look and think, what am I paying 500 quid tour fees for? You know, 160 times 6 times 5, 3, whatever that is, 320, 700 quid hotel that you have to pay, petrol gone there and back, food and drink while I'm there, practice fees, and I've got to honestly sit back and think, is it worth me doing that? And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because I got a bit of stick, to be honest, for coming off and saying, oh, you should just play. Well, I don't understand why anybody goes down there. I do understand why they do it, because they love the game, but if you know you're not good enough, If you know you're just pissing your money against the wall, you want a good weekend. If you can afford to do it, that's fine. But if you're kidding yourself, that you think you can win, you know, to me, I'd want to at least know that I've got a chance. At least know that I've got that one big run in this. Because in 2002, I got to a Club Open semi on the IPA tour. Far better player than ever, far better physical condition. I wasn't as big, as unhealthy as I am at the minute. And that's something else. I thought it'd be better to put my money into something like that. Get myself some weight offers and get myself in shape. Or better, you know, improved. And I think I need to start working out my goals in that respect. You know, I've got to put my focus there rather than chasing a pipe dream that'll never happen. You know, am I good enough to walk up to Imran Rashid, Darryl Peach, Michael Rhodes, local player? We've got the semis, well done, mate. Drago. Am I good enough to step on those lads and beat them? No. But in the past, I played Burford practice matches against them, managed to win. Played them in a local group tour, managed to win. But there's just a gulf now. I'm nowhere near the kid. I'm nowhere near anybody like that now. I just can't do it. And I don't see any point in me spending money. You look at the way I'm recording this, I've got my own house. I love my house. I'm single at the minute. I've got my hobby on VP4 that I do my videos. The VP4 online platforms come out. And I just think that it was the sensible thing to do, to take stock and say, look, don't be in denial, thinking you've got a big run in you when you haven't. Because I haven't now. If I drew the worst player in the tour, and I wasn't the worst player on the tour, but I certainly wasn't anywhere near how good I'd feel I'd have to be to stand at least a chance against somebody playing well. You know, when I was younger, I could go onto a board with a good pro who was playing well, and I could give him a game. I might not win, but that's fine. As long as I could win, as long as I've got the game in us and I believe it, then I can compete and I can spend my money without, you know, without panicking. So, you know, I'm still going to play live. I'm still going to do some videos. I can still teach you how to do it because I know the game, but I can't compete anymore in the professional arena. It's not worth me money doing it. I still feel like on my day I've got a bit of game. It was some comment somebody made, and it's my own decision. Like, nobody sat us down and said, "Look, kid, you're not good enough," because I wouldn't listen to them if I believed I was. I've spent my whole life in a whole array of things, people telling me that I'm really good, just about everything I do. I'm involved in politics and I'm constantly jibed about my weight and I'm constantly overlooked and ignored, disrespected, and it doesn't bother us, you know. It bothers us, but it doesn't upset me proactively because I'm used to it now. I kind of wish it didn't happen, but I'm kind of used to it. So there was an incident where about in the year 2000 I was at my peak. I was about 20. I practiced a lot. I had a cue that I liked. I had a power glider, Embassy Envoy. You can't get any more because it's got the embassy on the cue butt. And I was good. I knew I was good and I was hungry for it. I was young. I had the dream. I had the reason to play. And then recently I was playing a bit, and one of the players I used to play with went, back in his day, that lad's a good player. And I was like, wow. Back in his day, that lad was a good player. Like, I was almost like, you know, has been, or never was, I guess. And it was like, maybe I need to think about this a little bit. Maybe I'm not quite, it's not the right time of life for me to be starting this now. Maybe it's something that I could have done. And I'm at peace with it. You know, I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, I should be down there on the tour, because I genuinely believe I'm not good enough to do it. I felt that when I played it last year. I was a bit out of my depth, I was a bit out of my league. There was younger lads there, they were fitter than me, they could see better than me. I just felt like I was a bit knackered, I'm going to be honest. So, but I hope that the people who have given us a bit of stick sit back and reflect that I've literally spent my whole life loving this game, and I love the game. And the only thing is that I'm not flying down all over the place, setting it up for other people. I'm happy as I do, as I've always wanted to be as somebody. I've always wanted to get somewhere in life and be important. I wanted to join the committee because I wanted people to give us a bit of respect. I wanted people to benefit from my enthusiasm for the game. But only if I'm there. If I'm not playing that, you know, what's the point? I'm not one of these guys, I don't think, who wants to travel down just to kind of be a staff, a periphery, a sort of dog's body. That's not what I want to do at this point. And I don't think it's ever something I'm going to do with the 9-ball. I think I'm going to be... I haven't decided where my sort of real effort focus is going to lie in life. But, you know, in terms of my blog, I still love VP4. The online platform's out now. It's looking amazing. There's plenty of people involved. There's people, you know, new players to play. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And that's really fun playing on there. And I'm not saying I'm one of the best on there either. People watch my videos, they know I hope it's rather than me saying I'm a good player, it's me saying I love to play. And I've talked to so many people. Daniel Saliba, guy called Galino, I think. Obviously these are all usernames. Probably 7 or 8 people that I can't remember the names, all have said to me when I come in, "Oh, hi Mal, love your videos," and that is amazing to me. That is stunning, and I think that is just wild. Can't get over it. Every time someone says something to me like that, I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. I'll put the videos on there and I see the hit counter go up. One video's had, I think, 8,000 hits, God knows how. Another one's had, you know, 2, but it doesn't matter because people enjoy them. I hope you watch them from start to finish because the whole game, it's like I want you to experience the whole game. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much all I've got to say today. I don't do a lot of these vlogs. I know I'm not the prettiest. I'm going to be focusing my attentions on probably using some of the money that I'm saving to buy myself a gym membership for a year, right next to where I work. Start working out a bit, trying to eat a bit better. I'm hoping that sort of fills in a bit of the downtime that I sort of sit around and just think, what the hell am I doing? I also asked out a few women the last couple of weeks, took a couple out but didn't lead to anything, and I'm kind of like, I wouldn't mind just being a bit more applicable to them as well. So the efforts are going to be about improving myself this year. You know, it was a good idea playing the pool. It was a nice idea to combine the live and trying to use the, you know, in reality I tried to use the blog to get me to play. And in reality, as I played, there was a real bug and realisation that I just couldn't do it the way I used to do it. And was I kidding myself? Was I wasting my money and my time? And I think I was definitely wasting my money. I'll always play, but I have to be honest that if I'm going down there knowing I'm going to lose, going wherever, knowing I know I can go to a regional tournament and I can beat people. I'm better than the average player. Put me up against the best and I'm not quite that good, which is fine because I'm just the same as a ton of other players who aren't quite that good. And I had a taste of it, and that's mint. That was awesome. You know, I used to be able to give everyone a game, and at the time didn't realise how good I was. But you know, that's fine. I can live with that. Life moves on, and big respect to anyone who can still do it. If I can get me contacts in down there, who knows? I might be able to still have me odd flashes of enjoyment with playing really well. But in the meantime, keep tuned in to runout.tv. Stay tuned to all my stuff that I put out online because I've got loads of stuff in the pipeline. And thank you for listening. And keep playing pool because it's a superb game. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned to runout.tv and I will see you guys on my next video. One more thing before I go. I use a setup on my computer. A few people have asked me about DPI, which I didn't even know what that was. I'll show you guys actually if you give me 1 second. I'm going to push this back a little bit and I'm going to show you. In fact, I'm going to show you what I use. So bear with us a second till I get my mouse. Yeah. Right. I use that. Logitech. Grey mouse. When I play, I just move my fingers. I don't move my hand. I just go. Right. So when I'm shooting, I go. Right. Don't even move me. My hand just sits. Drop this shit. I'm busted. So there you go, guys. That's it. So JSB was saying that I definitely play with my DPI and optimise it and do this, do that. I definitely don't. I just play straight onto my wooden table, which is, I'll just turn around quickly showing me setup. That's me setup. Wooden table. Like that. And I go, dead easy. So that is what I use. So anyone thinking that I'm doing funky stuff to be a good VP4 player, I just play and I just shoot. So that's it. They're just me mics, me podcast mic and me. This is actually a better one, this one, believe it or not. It's actually about 10 quid. That cost me 40 quid. Oops, that's now broken. Oh no. So there you go, that's me set up, and that's, you know, I love pool, and whether I play pros or not, it doesn't stop me enjoying the game and loving the game. So just thought I'd put that in. So thank you for watching, guys, and take care of your good selves, and I will see you next time.